As Christians, Advent and Christmas are all about the birth of Jesus, remembering and celebrating God's coming to us and to our world. That first Christmas, the wise men came to bring gifts to the one who would become King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Since that first Christmas, people of faith have celebrated by giving gifts to and receiving gifts from family and friends as a way of expressing love and giving thanks to God for the gift of Jesus.
As we plan to celebrate Christmas with our gift giving and receiving, what do you think someone who is homeless wants for Christmas? What do you think a single mom who desperately wants to go to college so she can better provide for her family would want for Christmas? We want you to meet Sasha and Thomasina, two women who have successfully completed what is called Self-Sufficiency Program through the Family Resource Center, and the director of that program, Melissa. It was a blessing to personally meet them and hear how this program has changed their lives and the lives of their families. So, Center asking for help?
Yes, sir. Basically at the time I had just moved into my home in 10 plus years after being incarcerated, so I didn't have any furniture. That's when I met Miss Melissa about the furniture and everything, and it just went one like another from there, just like based upon just something simple as furniture. And that's when she went to tell me about the self-sufficiency program that she wanted to start up, and she thought that was going to be like a good fit for me, you know, based upon what I was going through. And she explained to me basically it was based upon, you know, my goals and what I wanted to do. And I know one of my main goals was me reunifying with my kids. And just being in that program, it helped me out a lot. And, you know, she was like, well, when you have the baby, we're going to help you, you know, build up your resume. We're going to help you, you know, find a better job. And basically, like, once I had my baby, we started working on my case plan with my kids. We started working on getting better employment. And then the biggest thing that I realized out of the group was you're not alone. Like, your story, just hearing somebody else say it from their perspective, and it's like, wow, like knowing that they went through it too. And it's like just interesting because you want to know how did they handle it, because sometimes like it was, I'm sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed.
Okay.
It was a girl in the group that went through something that I went through, and I told her, I said, you're strong, because at that time I was your age and I couldn't do it there.
Was there one class or one thing that you got here that helped you most?
Learning to say no, because if you have always been that person that has a good heart, you know what I'm saying, you can never tell someone no. You know, even when you have children to take care of and they see this and things like that, you always have people that come at you, can I borrow this, can I have this, do you have this, do you have this? And when you're giving, you'll find yourself feeling like I don't have nothing, and you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's best to say no. I learned saying no, that was the best decision I made in my life. Whether it's family, friends, anybody, it's okay to say no. And a lot of times that's where most of this generation lack. They don't have guidance, they don't have structure. A lot of parents lack that, and then when they're teenagers, they get up and they're going out getting in trouble. They're doing all these kind of crap. Why? Because you're not being the parent that you need to be to put these kids and instill the right doing for them. You know, I tell a lot of girls, like, if I had not came to this place, I probably would have never been successful at CNA. You know, ain't no telling where I would be. Life that they have, I didn't have it. You know, I was well taken care of. You know, didn't want for anything. My biological mom passed when I was 3 months, so her sister was who raised me and my older sister. But, you know, a lot of, like, school events, I never got a chance to attend those. When other kids would have field day, I never got to go on field trips, none of that, you know. Days I miss where I wanted my parents. I see the other kids' parents having lunch with them, and, you know, I'm like, well, I wish I had that, you know. So now that I have kids, I do all that with them.
The things that we assist with is getting families self-sufficient so that we remove those barriers, those things that would cause them not to go to work. Some of the things that we help with are clothing. Some of the things that we help with would be educational expenses. One of the ladies in my program wanted to go back to school for her certified nursing assistant certification. And I always say, I'm not the teacher in the room sometimes, they teach me, you know. So when they walk through the doors, a lot of folks might say, well, you're down, you're hard on your luck, or, you know, but that's not the way I look at it. There's a reason why they're the way they are, and they're in life circumstances. And so what my job is to find that reason why, and then help them see it, and then help them realize there's a way up and a way out. And then once you're out, it's your job to give back to others and to help them come the same way you did. And so a couple of the ladies that you met tonight, Sasha was my first person in our program. And so she's kind of brought other women behind her, and they've seen her success, and they've seen, you know, the way that she has been able to get a job and go back to school, and, you know, all of these things with all the barriers that she had against her getting out.
It sounds like from us talking to the two women that were here that sometimes you go beyond the normal class that you give here to teach them.
Yeah, we do. We do. They become, it's almost like life coaching sometimes. And in order to fix the hole that they had in their soul, we have to really look at the root issues. And in looking at the root issues, you got to get honest with folks. And so that's the first thing I ask. You got to tell me what your issues are. Tell me what you struggle with. Let's look at your trauma. Let's look at the things that you've done in your life or that have been done to you. And let's talk about it, process it, and see how we can add some resiliency in your life to be able to have the tools to heal from it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It sounds like there's a lot of trust there for them to be opening up to you like that.
I hope so. I hope so. Because they have to trust me. They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to trust them that they're telling me the truth too.
Women like Sasha and Thomasina want to provide for their families, but they need help to do that successfully and to break the cycle of poverty in their lives. Melissa and the Family Resource Center need money to help with housing, education, and even car repairs so the mothers can get to work. Over the past several years, our Christmas Wish program has provided gifts for the children of Wildwood. This year, because of the pandemic and a concern for safety, we're not able to do that, so we're planning on supporting the self-sufficiency program. Our own Helping Hands ministry has seen the success of this program and use it for all applicants for the homes that they build. Mothers must successfully complete an 8-week program. They learn about setting goals, tackling past traumas, positive parenting, money management, and more.
This is how you can help. Take a tag from the tree, make a contribution. The information you need for contributing is on the back of the card, who to make the check out to and where to mail it to. Take the tag home and put it on your tree. If you have friends or relatives that would also like to contribute, take a tag along and hand it out to them. Help us break the cycle of poverty and give these families a hands up for Christmas.